Oh wow, I did not know that.
Or at least his voice is. I remember it from Resident Evil 7 because I saw
Well,
gameplay.
then,
Yeah,
well, I mean, if you're playing the same character as Seven, as if you're playing in the same character as Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8, it can't be Chris Redfield because Resident Evil 7, the protagonist was someone brand new.
really? Because Chris
Yeah.
Redfield you get to see at the end of the game or end of the trailer, I should say.
Well, I'm just saying, Resident Evil 7, you were basically the reason you got yourself in that situation is you were looking for your girlfriend who disappeared, and your
Right?
girlfriend was not Jill Valentine.
Of course not.
So I mean, so I don't even think your name is Chris in Resident Evil 7. So if you're the same protagonist in 7 and 8, you're obviously not playing as Chris Redfield.
Of course, because what happens is that at the end of the trailer, you see Chris Redfield shooting something with a shotgun, and he's like, and the guy that you playing as say, "Chris, is that you?" You know, and it's
Oh,
like,
okay. So yeah,
yeah,
you're not playing as Chris, but you might run into Chris Redfield.
or play him later on in the game somehow, some way.
Maybe like in a section like Resident Evil 3 when you played as Carlos for that section.
I hope so. Like, they have to because the guy in Resident Evil 7, the main protagonist, whoever that guy you control in Resident Evil 7, I don't connect with him. I don't know who he is really.
He's
Sorry, I
supposed to
read
be you,
upon him.
basically.
What's that?
He's supposed to be you. That's why it's first person view, the whole game. It's supposed to be you.
Not really. It doesn't work like that.
I mean, think about it like in Doom. If you remember Doom from the '90s,
Oh, the Doom
that was
guy.
the Doom guy. That was first person view, and that was just supposed to be you. It wasn't supposed to be a character you connected with. It was supposed to be,
You want to say that with Master Chief Collection, with Master Chief, with Halo. That's first person shooter.
yeah, but at the same time, none of us are named Master Chief, and none of us have the Halo outfit get up. So
Yeah, we
I'm
don't
pretty
have
sure
the
that's
armor
not
and
me.
shit on.
But like Resident Evil 7 and Doom, you don't really know what the guy looks like in the actual game. So, you know,
It's just I just don't like the fact that the last two or three Resident Evils, the last Resident Evil CGI movie, they ended very well. Vendetta, that was good, but then all of a sudden with the games themselves, they're milking it, and I don't like that. They're milking it too much. They gotta end the series right now. It's been 25 years since Resident Evil 1. Can you believe
yeah,
that? Like it's been since 1997, 98. When I got the director's cut edition of the first Resident Evil. Then I got Resident Evil 2 for the N64, Resident Evil 3 for the PlayStation 1. You know, and then what's it called? Resident Evil 4 for Leon, and we play again. And PlayStation 2, one of the best games of all time. You know,
yep.
it was good for its prime, but the mechanic.
After four, it started to get ridiculous.
Yeah, it was like, come on now. Resident Evil 6 now was like an action packed movie. It was good,
Yeah,
but it's action, but we're expecting like horror gameplay.
and that's not even taking the spin-offs into account, like Resident Evil. Most people
Operation
hate it,
Raccoon
but
City.
I like Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. Then you had Resident Evil Dead Aim, Resident Evil Survivor, Resident Evil. Um, what other spin-offs
The
were
rail
there?
shooter.
Yeah, the Umbrella and Darkside Chronicles, which were also good games,
Don't
by the
forget the
way.
other one too, the one with the gun con for PS2.
Um, yeah, there was. I think that was Dead Aim
Okay.
and Survivor, and I think Dead Aim and Survivor were part of a trilogy, so there might be another game like that. So yeah, if there's been tons of Resident Evil games over like the last 25 years, um, I just don't think but you know, I don't know. Maybe they don't want to end the series because they felt there would be no way to restart it once they did end it.
They did it with Resident Evil 6 and 5. I mean, it was standalones, Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6. So you can end it up. Here's my situation. Just bring back all the first three Resident Evil characters. ranging who are still alive from the games themselves, like Barry Burton.
Right.
Who else? Jill Valentine, Chris Redfield, Rebecca Chambers, Ada
I
Wong,
think Leon and Claire.
Leon and Claire. Those two, and then do like a three version, four version campaign like the Resident Evil 6, like with the
Okay,
two
3 or 4
players.
stories.
Yeah, and then put them together, intertwine with them. Make sure you want to play more of the other campaigns, and then end it at the with Leon and Claire or Leon and Chris, and that's it,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
because Leon is the number one pick for Resident Evil gameplay.
right. I mean, well, I want to see what. I never played Resident Evil Revelations much, but I'm surprised that just like somewhere in development they said, "Oh, this is going to be Resident Evil 8, not Resident Evil Revelations 3." But I didn't even know they were considering a third Resident Evil Revelations